Hello everybody, I am Fuzzyface and welcome to another edition of this career mode playthrough of Motorsport Manager. We're on part 6 of Season 4. We did 2 races last time. As you can see, we're still second and third in the drivers' standings. Gonzalez is pulling away quite a lot in front there. And in the team standings, we've actually dropped to second place now, although we're only 4 points behind. It is sort of a 2-horse race at the moment, although the chariot car seems much superior to what we do. They seem to be, if they get in front, they can just zoom ahead and just be so far ahead that they can do 3 stops and we can do 2, and we're still about the same length. They can just pull ahead like a second per lap. It seems to be a really quick car as a chariot. But as it is, we finished first in Phoenix in the race. We did really well, but the chariot just behind, that was more to do with our strategy there. The chariot was a long way ahead, but they managed to just sort of pull it. We managed to pull it back through strategy. Vancouver, Gonzalez got way out in front. We managed to sort of try and catch towards the end of the race, so we're not doing too badly. We're not too far behind, even though the chariot does have a lot of pace through our strategy and doing usually 2 stops to their 3 on some of these tracks. We are able to keep up with them. But anyway, we've had the new rear wing built here, so we're just going to see where that is. It's not rated as good as the one Santa Ana's got in at the moment, but it can actually get it up to 514 eventually. So should we sacrifice building something here, or should we just go ahead and start building on it, start some work on this? Possibly. What can we take out of here? Is this in Latinen's car at the moment? No, that's in Santa Ana's car. So we can take it off, I think. Is it in Santa Ana's car? Is that the one that was? No, it's not, is it? It's this one, but 79% is possibly enough for Latinen to have that in. So we're going to work on this one overall. And we're possibly going to have to work on this one, because this is the one that's going to go in Latinen's car at some point. So what could we take out here? Which of these are we working on for Santa Ana still? Because obviously we don't need to work on those. So we need to work on this one for Latinen a little bit. So mail the rear wings being finished. We've got a scouting centre going on here. So we're not actually going to start scouting any more drives until we get around to it. I did scout her, and he's got some pretty good stats here. So he's possibly a candidate for taking over from Santa Ana if we feel so inclined to do that. His feedback's not the best, and his adaptability is not too great as well. So we do replace and chop and change a lot of our parts throughout the season. Like, you know, we'll have a new part every race pretty much. So if his adaptability is not that great, then he's not going to be too happy driving with our team, because we do build quite a few new parts at the moment. And we're not possibly going to change that anytime soon. So we do have room now for 4 slots here, so we're going to have to put this one in because we want to unlock this 5th slot. And to unlock this 5th slot, you need a epic part in. Obviously we can't put an epic part in from here because we don't have the level 2 center, but the our lead designer has this little boost here, this risk level -1, so we can go ahead and build pretty decent suspension here with 1 risky part, and it's definitely going to be this plus 70 to max. So what can we get out of this car as well? It's going to have to be this one, so it's not a +1. And then this next time we'll unlock a 5th spot here. So next time, probably for the end of the season, we can put 5 parts in, possibly with like all of these risky parts in, both of these risky parts in, and then that'll become the base part for next season. But anyway, we can get this up to 509 now, the suspension. Yeah, 509, that's going to be really... I think I'm not sure how ahead of that is of what the current suspension part that we've got is. What can we get? What have we got at the moment? 425 up to 479, so it's a jump of probably about 30 there. It's not too bad. Obviously we could improve on that if we went for that, but we're just trying to unlock that 5th slot at the moment. We've got some good movement there. So where did we get to with the rear wing? 5th. It's still 6 overall for the car. If we actually put the new rear wing in the... We didn't actually swap it yet, but it's not actually better than that one at the moment, is it? So yeah, so we're not going to get a decent readout on that. So we've still got a lot of work to do on the car. Performance wise, we've still got a lot of parts that we can improve. What have we got coming up? We've got a vote coming up, so we're going to go and skip ahead to that vote and come back and see what result we get. Right, so we're back here. Last time out we started scouting Maria Gonzalez just to see if it was her star rating that was making a bit of difference to why the chariot is performing so well, especially her in the chariot. And obviously it pretty much is, because look at her stats. She's really a top driver here. She's really probably a lot superior to a lot of the other drivers in this series. But look at that, she does come with a price tag of £908,000. Obviously she does have marketability at 100%. So She's not someone we can go for because she's got 30 months left, and she's going to cost 6 million. So we're just going to wait for our scouting centre to be built before we start thinking about looking around for another driver, possibly for the end of the season. So what have we got the vote coming up? We've got a vote at the moment on normal width slick tyres. We're on low profile tyres, which are probably one of the slower ones, so we will be moving to quicker tyres next year if this goes through. It's possibly one I'm going to abstain from again because I want to try and go for the next vote, which is voting on engines not being spec parts anymore. Obviously we should be able to do pretty well with that, developing our car a lot better than the ones at the bottom, so we possibly would have a little bit more of an advantage, or possibly not, but we're just going to go ahead and vote for that next time. So we're abstaining. Just see what happens here. It's not much of a difference, and it's been voted for, so the tyres will be changing this championship next season. That's pretty much it there, isn't it? So we're going to go ahead now and get to the Yokohama Grand Prix. So have we got anything that can go in Latinen's car here that we've been working on? I think we're up to speed on pretty much everything. It's just this suspension to work on, don't we? Could do we working on this one? Could do we working on that one so we can get it in Latinen's car at some point. It's not the one we're working on, is it? So we've been working on Santa Ana's for some reason. So it's this one that we need to work on so we can eventually get it in. Although we're getting another new one, aren't we? But we'll work on it anyway just to get the reliability up a little bit. And I think everything here is pretty much good enough now. Apart from these two out. So maybe take these two out, so it works a little bit quicker, and then we can sort of go ahead and concentrate on getting most of the parts up to their performance best. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to practice now. We're going to go for 6 or above. Do have this one now, it's a little bit higher, but if we selected that one we probably wouldn't finish in the top 2. So we're going to go for 6 or above, and we'll come back with the setups for this Japanese Grand Prix. So not too bad of a practice there, Santa Ana, not too far off the pace obviously. There's a lot of hold up on this track. I do remember it from last season. This Japanese track, the way it's laid out, there's a lot of chance to be held up in practice and in qualifying. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. You have to get 6 or above for the bonus. Got 10% on both soft and qualifying, so not too bad there. It's possibly the highest we can get with the length of the practice sessions at the moment. Obviously we've got a perfect setup for Santa Ana, a pretty good setup for Latinen. So we want a pretty high downforce here. Handling sort of in the middle between understeer and oversteer, and pretty much the same with the speed balance as well. 98%, could possibly got a little bit more, but we've got 2 pairs of soft tyres here to go around on qualifying. So let's just see and go ahead what we can get here. So we'll come back and try and get one of these cars in clear air and come back for a flying lap, and we'll come back at that. I think we're going to send Santa Ana out first hopefully, and then swap them around, and then Latinen out, and then Latinen out again, and then Santa Ana set in the last lap. That's how we're going to do it, I think. So we're going to go ahead and take qualifying, and we'll come back for a flying lap. Right, so we're back. Santa Ana's coming round. It looks like we've got a little bit of clear air. There's some. Is Costa setting a lap? Is he in an out lap? He is, so we shouldn't be held up there. So we're doing pretty well there. We've just got to go back and concentrate on Latinen now. Possibly let a few of these cars pass that are bunched up behind her because there's a car in front. So we'll try and let them go here. See if they can go, and then we'll try speed up. Maybe not let this car through. Try and speed up there. I think we should have enough clear air there. Santa Ana's doing quite well here. 1.4 over whoever's gone fastest in the first sector at the moment. Getting back to normal. Can we get a first place here? What have we got? First to pole position, but already knocked down to second by Maria Gonzalez there. And a little nemesis that's holding us up a little bit this season. In the chariot, the woman that is there to dash all our title hopes. Latinen 14th, pretty slow there, but I think she got held up. She's 5.4. Santa Ana's not too far off now. She's back down in 3rd place, so not too bad. So we're possibly going to wait with Santa Ana, try and get her out as close to the end of the race as we can. So we're going to wait for Latinen to come around and send her straight back out. Obviously there's only short laps here, so we can wait pretty long until we send Santa Ana back out, but we're just going to get Latinen straight back out here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of clear air for her. We really need to get her a little bit more up the order. We'll probably slow down, let some of these cars at the back get on our tail. Just give a lot of these cars a bit of time to come out of the pit. So should we speed up now, because they're getting on the back of us, aren't they? So if we go from there, hopefully we've got some time. Hopefully we've got some space here for that. and we've got to think about getting Santa Ana out as Lattinen comes past here. So if we get Santa Ana out now, she might be able to hold a few of these up that are coming round. So I'm going to get Santa Ana out here. See what we can get. What's Lattinen going to do? She's about a second down already. So we'll try and stay in front of these cars behind, because these are all on their flying lap. So we're possibly going to overheat here, but we just need to stay in front of them. Just let them catch up a bit. Not too much though. We're overheated a little bit. Not too bad. We've got some nice clear air here, hopefully for Santa Ana. Lattinen managed to get up into 10th there, so let's just see what Santa Ana can get here. As the time runs out, it looks like we're going to get a nice, fun, clean lap in, but she's not going any quicker here. Although she went quicker there, she picked up some time in the second sector there. And I lost it there towards the end, and it's not going to be a quicker lap, is it? So 4th place overall for Santa Ana in qualifying, 12th in the end for Lattinen. I think all these are just coming in. I think these are all in laps now, so not the worst result there. Where did we finish last year? 12th and 16th, so it's an improvement over last year's qualifying, so we know we're going in the right direction with the car, making improvements. She actually finished 5th and 6th here in the actual race last year. But that was to do with a lot of mismanagement by the AI, so I don't know whether that's going to be the case this year, because we were quite far down, possibly like 10th or 14th or something like that, and we made a surge on the last lap as a lot of the other cars started to have problems. So we're going soft and nurse for Santa Ana so she can get round, and soft and risk taker for Lattinen, so we got the chance to make faster pit stops without the added risk. Car setup, what is it, 19 laps here. What can we get out of the softs? Yeah, Santa Ana can easily do this on 3 pairs of softs. And Lattinen might be a little bit more of a push to do it on the soft, so it might be soft, medium, soft for Lattinen. We're just going to do what we usually do. We're going to try and go as long as we can. Go a little bit longer than these other cars. Just see what sort of strategy they're going with. It usually seems to work for us pretty well. It's 19 laps here, 8 laps. Would the computer have to do 3 stops? They do seem to like doing 3 stops this year. So can we just hang on to the back of them here and try and pick up? And Santa Ana's away well there, but gets held up by the chariot in front. So what was it, Vidal that got pulled there? So we keep him 4th. Lattinen's down into 13th here. We're just going to push for 1 lap, I think, and might think about turning down from there. I don't think we're going to pick up places. We might lose places, but we need to get these tyres up to temperature. So hopefully we can sort of stick around here. What are the other cars doing? They're pushing a little bit more than we are, so maybe we can just turn down here. Do want to do that, but we'll just see how far we start dropping behind. Can we keep Lattinen pushing? She's got to come in earlier anyway, so she needs to burn off a little bit more fuel because her tyres won't last as long as Santa Ana's do. She's running in 15th at the moment, so we don't want those tyres to wear away too quickly. Santa Ana running in 5th here. There's a little gap forming, isn't there, to Gonzalez in front. Someone lock up there? Who locked up? That wasn't us, was it? Must have been 6th player. Must have been Shah. Lattinen's back up in turn. Shah making a move on Santa Ana there. We're starting to drop behind here, so maybe we're going to have to try and push a little bit more than we should. And the strategy allows for. Let's just push for a little bit and get that place back. I wonder if we can actually catch up if we're pushing. Doesn't, yeah, it does look like we can, doesn't it? So maybe we should try a 3-stopper here with Santa Ana. Maybe stick to the 2 with Lattinen if we can, although we've been pushing a little bit too long probably to do that now. And Lattinen making a nice move down the inside there on Cavalcanti in one of the Eastwoods. So Santa Ana, we're sort of not catching anymore here. We're sort of around the same tyre wear, aren't we? So should we just turn down now? See how far we can get. I wonder if we can get through these next 3 laps. Should be good enough to still run our strategy, and a lot of them are actually coming to the pits already. Sort of surprising there that they've already come in. So should we go ahead now and push and see if we can extend a little bit of a lead over these cars? I think we've got enough life in the tyres for another 2 laps just like this, haven't we? Yeah, so it's pretty strange that they came in already, a couple of those cars. Or out in front, and we've got a virtual safety car, so that's going to help them a little bit. But hopefully we can get a nice little jump here. Hopefully we can just pull away a little bit. And Shah's going a little bit quicker than us. Is he pushing? No, we're starting to pull back now. So I wonder if we can just get enough of a gap here. So where are we going? Where are we going to be after this pit stop? Who is made the one stopper? Hamilton there. And Monroe. So let's see where we filter back out. So we'll set up this pit stop. So we're coming in for another pair of softs. I'm going to try and go all the way with that fuel. We'll go fast. What's Latin like? She can do another 2 laps here if she wanted. So we're going to start pushing with her. We're going to go around. Yeah, she's probably got enough life in the tyres after this one to do another lap. So we'll conserve for this lap and try push with her for the next one. So let's just see where we can filter out of the pits here with Santa Ana. She's setting good times here. So can we get back out? I don't think we're going to get back out in 4th, are we? Are we? No, who's gone past us? Monroe's just gone past us. Where's Gonzalez? He's running all the way down in 11th, and Vidal. So both chariots outside the points here. No, one of them's back up into the points, just ahead of us now, but Latinen's actually up into 3rd here. She's going to have to come in after this lap. Have we got enough room to push? No, we don't have enough room to push anything with her. It doesn't look like. Possibly enough to push the engine, though. Can we push the engine and get in on time? Yes, we can. So should we do another pair of softs here? She has gone pretty long on these tyres and made them last, so we possibly can do a full soft race with Latinen. Pit strategy fast because there's no extra risk there. And Santa Ana we've got pushing here as we're chasing this car in front. We're chasing Vidal. Should we try and have Latinen hold it up maybe? Could she possibly work into the team strategy here and hold Vidal up? Yes, she can. She's done well there. So working as a team here. Latinen holds Vidal up, so allows Santa Ana through. So now we can get Latinen to go. Should we allow through? Yeah, we'll allow her through. She hasn't got the tyres to push anyway. She's going to try and let Santa Ana through. Can she go now and hold Vidal up here? Can she? No, she's diving into the pits. So we're going to get her back to mediums. Right, so we'll think about... Is Vidal still pushing there? He is. A lot of the others are backing up on their tyres, aren't they? So where could we get? Can we get any closer to Monroe here? Still burning through their soft tyres, aren't they? So maybe we'll turn down just for now. Just see where Vidal can get on us here. Latinen's back out into 13th, but that worked out quite well with Latinen getting a little bit of time to hold Vidal up to let Santa Ana through there. Good teamwork from both cars. So can we push now? We can possibly push. See where we can get with Latinen. Santa Ana still battling with Vidal here, possibly dropping behind Monroe. And Hamilton out in front. What car's Hamilton? He's in the Boa, isn't he? I think this is the first time that a Boa... Is that a Boa? Looks like it. So can we get out in front of that? Yeah, because they're going to have to make another pit stop, is the Boa there. And Monroe's going to be coming in pretty soon, so it does look like a lot of the AI cars are going to be making a 3-stopper again. And we've got a ton of fuel and a lot of tyre left here. So should we start pushing from about here? I think we should, shouldn't we? Just go for it and just see if we can pull some off with the pit stops here. Possibly the same with Latinen. Don't know whether we've got the parts to possibly push for so long. We could try and get past a few of these cars. Santa Ana's now out in first. Vidal's still got to make a pit stop. Hamilton has made 2 pit stops, but he's got to make a 3rd one at some point. So could we go ahead and get a win? Gonzalez is struggling here today, down in 8th. So we're actually beating the chariots today. So hopefully we can keep that up. But we've just got to keep an eye on the condition. Because we are pushing a lot. It's not going to matter for Santa Ana here too much. Although Latin it could prove a problem for maybe a bit later. But she seems to be doing alright with a lot of the cars here. And 3rd who's come in? Vidal's come in there. So Hamilton, he's got to make another pit stop. And we're still in front of him. So what have we got left? Have we got possibly another 2 laps in us here? Have we? Or have we just got one after this one that we can do? So maybe we should turn down a little bit. I want to get through another 2 laps here. So then we've got a lot. And we've got a lot to do. Well, not a lot to do, but then we've got a lot of life in our tyre. And we don't have to put as much fuel. And we're starting to catch a few back markers here as well, so that's possibly going to slow us down. We don't want to let Hamilton past us here, so what have we got left in this? 106, so we could do it on a medium. 13. It's going to be pretty close if we come in about now, isn't it? Well, let's just do it, eh? Let's just do it. We'll take the pit stop this lap. And we should just now have enough to get through to the end. Awesome. Let's try that. Can we get away from Hamilton a little bit? It doesn't look like it as we get held up here. Hopefully he gets held up around the corner. No, he managed to shoot past. So we've got Lattinen running in 4th place now. She's possibly going to have to make her pit stop this time. I don't think we've got enough life in the tyre to go around again with her. But we could possibly need to do it to get enough life out of the soft. Although she's done pretty well with this tyre, having pushed it a lot during this little stint. Have we got enough life in the tyre? We've definitely got enough fuel for it, haven't we? So we're going to do that. Should hopefully be enough to get the tyre around. And Santana out in 2nd here. So Hamilton made his 3rd pit stop there, so we actually stayed in front of him. It looks like Monroe has got another pit stop to do, although she might try stretch to the end on the mediums, although she probably doesn't have enough fuel to do that. So we've got a little bit of excess fuel at the moment. Hamilton's pushing at the moment, so we'll just see what we're like after this lap. We should be able to go quicker than Monroe on the medium. Lattinen's still out in 4th place here, so we're going to have to come in this time. So we do have enough in this to get round just about, and we'll put an extra lap in to push if we need to. Though some of the parts are getting a little bit down there, aren't they? So where is Santana battling away with Hamilton there? Hamilton's out in front. So could we think about trying to go long here? Just conserve a little bit this time. I think we should have 6 laps coming up. Where can Lattinen get back out here? She's done brilliantly well to work her way up the order. Up into 8th now. With some room to get out of the pits. Brilliant there from Lattinen. She's got some room to push with the fuel as well. Whereas we don't quite have the same luxury here with Santana, who's running in 3rd now, and it looks like his cars are running away in front. Hopefully Monroe can hold Hamilton up a bit. We're still ahead of the Chariots. Well, Gonzalez is up into 6th now. So that's Hamilton in. It's just a matter of whether we can conserve enough fuel to try and chase Hamilton down. I don't think we can. He's on a medium tyre, but he's pulling away. Is he wasting a lot of fuel here, isn't he? So what are we like for fuel? We've got 5 laps left, so we do have some room to push, but if we push from now, we'd run out of fuel pretty quickly. And Lattinen does have a little bit more fuel, so she can keep pushing at the moment. Where is she? She's actually gaining on Cruz here. Gonzalez is up into the points, so both Chariots are up into the points at the moment, so we're possibly going to have to try do something with Lattinen here. Although I don't think we can catch any of them. Falling behind Hamilton here. No, possibly staying. No, we're catching now. Has he turned down? No, he's turned down because he's wasted his fuel here. So can we go ahead and just run like this and catch him? It does look like we're going to catch him at some point. He wasted a lot of fuel there. Lattinen is on the back of Cruz here. 3 laps remaining, so I think we've got enough to push for quite a while here with Lattinen. Can she get past Cruz on the straight? No. It's going to be hard here. I think we might just have enough with the last 2 laps to go ahead and push, haven't we? So maybe we can go ahead and push now with Santana. We want to try turn down on this tyre. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on the fuel here. We want Santana to try and catch this boa of Hamilton. I think it's a boa. We're right on the back of him now, chasing down a win. Can Santana do it here? 2 laps to go. Should just have the fuel to keep pushing. Lattinen could possibly get 6. I don't think she's going to catch Gonzalez. It's going to be pretty hard to do that. So Santa Ana now. We actually got quite a little bit of excess fuel here, so we can keep going like this. We'll possibly have enough in the tyre to turn that up as well. And let's just try that. Can we get him on the inside? Oh, it's going to be close. This one for Santa Ana, right on the back of Hamilton here. Chasing down this win. Do we have enough fuel to get to the race? We have plenty of fuel to get to the end. Does Lattinen have enough? Just enough for Lattinen to get around like this. Don't think she... No, she has got on the back. Fifth. Has Gonzalez slowed down as well? And the other chariot of Vidal slowed down. There's people running out of fuel here, left, right and centre. A lot of them made a mistake here. I don't think Hamilton's going to run out of fuel though. Can we chase him down? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's going to be second. Second place for Santa Ana. It looks like it's going to be fourth here for Lattinen. And both chariots have finished outside the points here, so we're going to go back ahead in the constructors table here. Absolutely brilliant race again, second and fourth. That's improvement on last year once again. Absolutely brilliant here from both cars, both drivers doing absolutely brilliant. Just what we needed there. Should put us back on top of the constructors standings. Look at that, both. Where have they fallen to? Gonzalez and Vidal, 11th and 12th. They had a lot of problems there towards the end of the race. So the chariot's not as dominant that time as they have been. Just as I was bigging them up before the race, that they can be kind of dominant. Absolutely brilliant, yeah, and Hamilton in a bower. As I said, I think the computer cars changed their liveries between seasons as well. Would be good if it gave a name. You have to try and read the small writing on the hat sometimes, or guess from the just guess from the team colours. So we don't have any risky parts here. Maybe some of the other cars have a risky part above us. No, they don't. So did... Oh, the chariot picked up 2 because Vidal got pole position, didn't he? So we should be top here as we've picked up 9 points. So does that put us back on top? Does it get one of our drivers nearer? Yeah, it does. Santa Ana's got a lot nearer to Gonzalez there. And we're back on top of the constructors again. So where are we? That's race 6. So it's pretty much the halfway point of the season. We don't have an exact halfway point of the season because there's 13 rounds this time. But pretty much at the halfway point of the season here, we're top of the constructors standings. Things looking good here, so it is possibly all going to come down to the double points race at the end of the season, which is a new track this year. It is Munich, although it's not new for us because we've done the Munich track in the European Racing Series, but it's a new track for the Asia Pacific because it was voted in last year. So yeah, everyone should still be pretty happy here. We came second overall. Absolutely brilliant racing there. Another 2 million to add to the bank, making lots of money. So where we are, it's quite a way to the next race, which is Dubai, I think, which is a track we did quite well in last season. We did second and fourth here, so hopefully we can pick up more points next time around there. How many laps is that? 18, so it's another race like this where we can possibly do 2, where everyone else tries to do 3 or stretch it to a 2 and run out of fuel. So awesome racing all around. We've got a suspension coming next episode. Yeah, so we'll leave it there and I'll pick up when it's time to do Dubai in the next episode. So yeah, hit that subscribe button down below if you want to go ahead and keep tuning in and see if we can actually go ahead and win this championship this season. It's our second season in the Asia Pacific, our 4th season overall, so it would be an amazing achievement to get to the World Motorsport Championship. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment if you think we're doing well. But until next time, I will see you down the road in Dubai, and goodbye.